Yep.
Yep.
Should be fine. Good. Thanks. Nice. All right. So it's good to catch up. I think this kind of meeting is, I think hopefully just one will be enough. I was thinking that 1 week before Timo and Igor will go to Palma and meet with Juan. What is the schedule, Timo, for your arrival and preparing the boat? Please tell us.
Yeah, so the schedule is I'm flying from Poland with Igor on 20th in the morning. So we are landing in Palma at 12:30. So the plan is that we need to unfortunately go to Arenal to collect the car, then go to the storage to collect the boat from storage, and then go back. This time we will not be launching a boat in Arenal, but we will do it in Audax Marina, because Arenal is super busy. They are committed to 6 meters boats and of course all the Olympic classes. So we will do it in Audax Marina.
And Audax Marina is for all of the capes?
Yes, I mean, maybe not all of them, but some of them for sure are launching there as well. So it will be nicer because we will not need to sail the boat from Arenal to Royal Clare, because it's like I don't know, 50 meters or so. I think on the 20th with Igor we will start to put the boat down. Maybe we'll do something, but we will see what the time will be. But we have Saturday and Sunday full to work on boats. So we need to do some winches service, we need to polish the hull, we need to do some reels service and some small things with the boat. And of course, prepare the mast, prepare everything around. And then on Monday in the morning, we have the crane scheduled to launch the boat and put the mast up and everything. So if the time will allow us, we can do maybe some instruments calibration on Monday, but we will see. And next day you are all with us, I believe. So we are speaking.
We are arriving on Monday already. So Tuesday is the first day of sailing, except Przemek. Przemek, last time we spoke, you said that you will join us on Wednesday. Is that correct?
Yeah, because my wife, she has a surgery, like some, teeth surgery Tuesday morning in Munich. So I will fly with her Monday and Tuesday. I think at 3 p.m. I think I have a flight. I'll be landing at 5 p.m. in Palma on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I just cannot. Unfortunately, I just cannot come earlier. So you will have Tuesday for yourself, maybe with some changed roles. Will be also interesting.
Yeah. So that's fine. Everything okay. I think we will do our training. I can steer the boat, and then we will do everything like we normally do. The communication, the practice maneuvers, and so on. So we will be warmed up, Przemek, when you will arrive already on Tuesday and Wednesday. You will be sailing already with us. Okay.
Yeah, the hotel is booked. It's the same one as last time. So that's so we know pretty much the way as well.
Cool. Nice.
Because we are having the same marina, right? RNC, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, correct.
About preparing the boats, Juan, you will be.
When are you going back about logistics? Because just out of curiosity. So because the regatta itself is on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? Or
correct.
3 days? Right?
Yes.
I think the last warning signal Sunday is 3 p.m. I think, right? That's what I saw.
I have it here. Let me check. Yes, 3:30 last warning signal.
Okay, but there will be our new car as well already, or how do you do it? Or not yet? No? Because you fly, or you fly, right, to Palma? Yes. Or...
Yeah. Our bus is on Palma.
Yeah, we fly. Yeah.
It's already on Palma. Okay.
Yeah. The boat, everything stays there.
Okay. Okay. It stays there. Sure. Okay.
Timo, you will be there with Igor. Juan, you will be also available to help with the boat?
Yes, I am.
Good. So
Okay.
please, Timo, communicate with Juan on everything about the schedule and time on our WhatsApp group or individually, whatever is going to be needed. Please make sure that everything will be ready for the boat will be ready on Monday afternoon. Okay.
Sure thing. And Jimmy, when you are flying in
Yeah, I land at 4 p.m.
on Monday.
On the Monday. Yeah. Is there any chance that we could laser the rig to make sure it's in the middle of the boat? Is that do you think we'd have time, and do you think we could get a laser for that day?
Sorry?
Do you think it would be possible to laser the rig to make sure it's straight and it's in the middle of the boat as opposed to on the side? Is that something you've done before, Juan?
Yes. No worry, we can do it.
We can do it?
Yeah.
That would be
Yes.
awesome.
We can do it with the halyard, with Mark on the rig and the main halyard.
Yeah, but a halyard.
But you want a laser?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can ask for with a friend. Maybe he can help us for that.
Yeah.
What about the boat should be on the ground, not on the water? Is that right?
Yeah. So I mean,
but I think that we cannot. I mean, it would. We for sure don't have time to prepare the boat because we need to put the keel down and then the boat in the water, and then we put the mast up, and then we would need to set the trailer up so we can put the boat on the trailer. So I guess there is no time for that.
Okay, fair enough.
So the only thing is we can try to do it on water, but
maybe in that case, maybe what would be good is to measure the keel up to the side where the shrouds go, so that we can have so I can tell, like, if the shrouds are this, on side to side are in a different place, we then have a measuring point to so that the mast is square with the keel.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Definitely. Once we made it and it was good, but of course it would be good always to double check every season. Anyway, Jimmy, let's do like this, that with this kind of topics, let's think how we can do. You can call Timo or me, or maybe some suggestions on the WhatsApp, and let's try to organize it. But it would be good to first to find the moment, the solution, when to make it, because on Monday when you will arrive, the boat will be already in the water.
Mm-hmm.
We have to take this into consideration. Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. But let's think about it. All right. So just to summarize, the plan is that on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, you're working on the boat, splashing the boat. The boat will be ready for Tuesday. On Tuesday, we sail without Przemek. On Wednesday and Thursday, we'll sail the whole team. And on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we are racing Princesa Sofia. Is that correct?
Yeah,
cool.
Correct.
After the regatta, Timo, the boat will be packed. Probably the whole Monday.
Yes.
And the boat will stay and the bus on Palma before you will take it in April or May to Bonifacio. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct. We have a crane scheduled on May 30 after regatta. So then we will put the boat back on the trailer, and then we leave it back in storage in Arenal.
Okay. Juan, are you available on Monday after the regatta to help us with the boat?
Yes, I speak with Timo. I'm available. No worries.
Cool. Thanks. Great. All right. Anything else on schedule, or we can move to another topic?
Maybe I've got a question, Przemek. For how long the hotel you booked the hotel for us?
So the hotel is booked from Monday until Monday for a week, Monday to Monday.
Okay, so Monday to Monday, perfect. Okay, thanks.
All right, all good.
Yeah, so I think with the logistics,
How many boards are registered for the trophy?
I think I've saw 5 recently. Let me check, but
I didn't check. Timo, can you check?
yes, I'm checking it now. Mhm. Let me see. We can follow up. I will let you know in a
Yeah.
second.
So let us know how many are registered for this and for Bonifacio as well. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys, it would be nice to catch up and wrap up the Europeans and maybe discuss with the loop. I suggest that each of us can say our thoughts, on what we learn on the Europeans. It would be nice to learn on this. We didn't have a chance to do this last year, so maybe now it's gonna be good. If you have some notes, maybe have some ideas, and this way we can summarize these Europeans and take our conclusions for this year. And based on this, we can set the priorities for Princesa Sofia for us. I hope you're okay with it.
So in the middle
yeah.
of that, I can say there are 7 entries for the Cape in Princess Sofia. And for the Bonifacio event, there are also 7 entries for now.
This Bonifacio is super. How do you fly there? Because it's super complicated, huh?
Yes, it is.
That's crazy. Where would you fly actually, by the way, in going to Bonifacio? To Sardinia and then move by the ferry, or?
That's a good question.
That's one way, and I think there is a small airport in
I think you can fly through Paris, I think, as well, yeah? Because that's the other way, I think. The only other way is probably Paris. Interesting. It's beautiful port.
Yeah, like the base for Bonifacio is also not in Bonifacio, but it will be probably in Olbia. So we will launch the boat in Olbia and sail to Bonifacio.
Yeah. Okay.
Good. All right. Let's talk about the Europeans. Who wants to start with his thoughts?
I can start. It was.
Go, Przemek.
Yeah, I think it was interesting, to come back because, I had lots of thoughts after the Europeans, I think, which was, quite challenging, especially at the beginning. But I think, with every single day, I think we improved as well because this was all these small things, which we are kind of getting better and better. I think also the tracking was quite interesting, to go through the tracking of the courses, the speed, very interesting as well. So the couple of things which I wrote, at the end of that is that from my perspective, which is important. Yeah. So first of all, I think the issue was the starts. So I think I wasn't really perfect on the starts. I think we got a little bit better because I think at the moment there are other boats ahead, next to us that was more challenging. I think we had better starts at the last days. But I think for me, first of all, having this angle ahead of the stars, like the target angle, kind of gives me a little bit more, security initially, how to start in this kind of crowded conditions, I would say, because if we start with the speed, it's not really big issue. Yeah? But this is the one thing that would be helpful for me. The other one, which of course, you were sharing with me, just focus on myself and our boat, not the others, because I always, whether it's this class or the 5.5, there's always more stress and tension just looking around. Just focus on what I'm on our boat. I think the other thing was that for tacking, we also learned during the tacking just to stay with you on the one side till the end and just move with you to the other side. That was the change of the routine, which I think was working quite well as well. So that's just be synchronized with the team, and also of course get out of that at the proper angle as well. I think of course, there's also the working with the rudder. So, just to proper grip, how you hold the, how to keep the holder. I think that was important, what you taught me as well about, keeping like these two hands, be very sensitive as well. That's something which kind of gave me, because finally you sit for like, 40 minutes, you have to be super focused, and I think that's super important, of course, this one angle, matters a lot. Of course, going down, going down is about, keeping the rudder straight. And I think also what I noticed that we have sometimes very good downwinds and some of them terrible. And I think the key on the boat, I think first of all, I need to be more focused also, that's my understanding, to be focused on the speed of the boat. And I need to just probably not only listen to what the trimmer is telling, but just to be focused on the speed of the boat, because I think that was key. A few of them we had amazing. I remember we had the last race, last downwind. It was just terrible. We lost like 45 seconds or something, even though it wasn't so bad. Like the strategy wise as well. So I think that the key is, it's probably better to go. My feeling is better to go slightly faster than slightly, kind of, let's say, lower. I would say, on the downwinds. And probably the last thing was more about, when we go upwind, we have just tried to maybe give more intel and about the winds. Are we kind of getting the header or lift as well? We had it at one of the races. Remember, we had a discussion, but I gave you the intel as well, and we stayed, on the same course, and we gained a lot. Yeah. So I think there should be probably more communication, because you are a little bit late, like a couple of seconds, and I feel the things. Yeah. So that we probably I would say the last thing which I kind of wrote down on my list of the things which I remember, from the regatta.
Okay. Cool. Very nice. Thanks, Przemek. I wrote it down. We're also recording it, but good feedback. Good feedback. Jimmy, you want to be next?
Yeah. So something the data was telling me is that the high upwind, sailing a flat boat, and higher and slower was a better VMG. And we saw that, and I saw that in our training, in our data a couple of weeks ago with Kumbu. So yeah, I think a flat boat is a really important thing, because the VMG really skyrockets. I think it would be good to do some training without the instruments. Maybe we just have the runner load so that we can get our communication good, and also focusing on telltales, because for me they're the most important part, for our angle. The light airs is the hardest sailing for me, upwind, and I think that's when we can use Igor. Basically, when he comes in off the rail and is sitting in, he's kind of calling our angle, and he's constantly checking, easing the jib a little bit. No, I don't have ease, bringing it back on. So that's hard, because from where I am, I can't really call the angle very well. It's too hard. When it gets really light, under 6 knots.
Mm-hmm.
Starts, I think, I wrote this in the email to you, Matthias. I think we need to have some more information coming your way about either time to the line or time to kill. I know we have it on the Velocitech, but I think that should be another bit of information coming to you. And let's say it's one on the bow saying, 10 seconds to kill, 5 seconds to kill. It means that the whole boat will be working towards 5 seconds to kill. And it doesn't mean that you're still the man we listen to, Mateus. That doesn't change. It's just a bit more information. I think it'll help with our consistency in the starts. And it'll make your life easier, I think, as well, Mateus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think downwind the crew weight was really good. We were inconsistent. In terms of sails, so North Sails, their infantry, they have a 1.5 in A2 minus and an A2, and then they have an A4, but that's irrelevant. And the A2 minus that they use goes from about 8 knots to, what is it, 12.4? Anyway, where is it going? Yeah, it's like 8 to 11 knots, which was exactly what we were sailing in
Palma.
In Palma. So
but
that's,
we didn't order this sail we don't have it in our inventory.
no, it's
Yeah.
something to be aware of. If we're in that mode and we're struggling, it might be okay. Instead of thinking we're doing something wrong, it might be a sail thing. So it's just
comparing to other boats.
Yeah. Comparing to the North Sails.
Yeah.
It's just something to keep in the back of our minds. It shouldn't change how we're sailing, but
Okay.
that's something to be aware of. The J1 that we used on the last day was much better. So that the original J1 that we started on, that we shouldn't be racing with that sail. The rig, I don't feel like I ever got it fully in its shape, but with a bit more time, I think that would be a good thing to focus on the first day. While haven't got the full crew there, there's a good opportunity to make sure that the master's set up. And I think in all the training we need to make sure that we're training with the right rig setup. Stopping for 3 or 4 minutes, just changing the rig so that I can get used to the settings a little bit more and just checking in. And I would like to do some more straight line sailing upwind in the training, because it's just it's a complicated loop. We have so many input factors. And if we can go fast upwind, it's going to make Mateus' life a lot easier.
Yeah.
I
will be smarter.
Yeah. We'll make you smarter, that's for sure. That I think is most of my stuff. Yeah. And then Timo, maybe we could have a chat about some little tweaks, little things to do on the boat, maybe at some point. Yeah, and setting up the mast and stuff.
Yeah, sure, we can do that. I think I will create a WhatsApp group with Juan, you, and Igor, so we can communicate on the preparation of the boat before. So I guess we can talk there.
Great. Just before I forget, you've got a rig color, rig tension gauge and stuff like that.
Yeah, we've got but it is not the biggest one. I'm still looking for the huge one that some of the teams are using. Maybe if you can grab something, that would be nice. But yeah, or maybe Juan, you have somewhere where we can obtain something like this. because it's not so easy.
But for the rig, you tell
Yeah, because there are, I think, three
Attensiometer.
sizes. Yeah, tension gauges. There are three
Okay.
sizes, and
The
we've
big
got
one.
the middle one, and we would need the huge one for the.
Okay, I can ask. I think I have one in the workshop. I think one of the, but it is maybe it's too big because it's for rod rigging. I think. But the cape is rod rigging too. Maybe the good one. I ask tomorrow.
Still, we
Maybe
would need
we can have it.
to like buy one for.
We need one
one
for the boats. We
for
got the
boat,
same
yeah.
one.
Okay.
But I can
Can
I can
you,
look, I
Timo,
can
can
look
you
it up.
order it online?
I would. I mean, I'm looking for it, but it's not really available.
Leave it up to me. I'll get it.
Thanks.
I'll get
Thanks.
one.
Thanks. Good. All right. Sorry, you were saying?
No, I'm good. I'm happy to move on.
Cool. Juan, you want to be next?
Bueno, for me, I remember it's true we sail with super light wind, all the European. So the conclusion are, I think for me the most important thing is the weight on the start on the maneuver. For me was maybe in some moment is not aggressive enough. So, for example, in the start when we need to stop the boat or accelerate the stop, I think we need to do it super radical with the weight. It, for me, was one of the most important things with light wind and really focusing the downwind for don't move too much. It's just the opposite than the start. So I remember that, and well, for me the maneuvers was it's true. It's an easy boat in the maneuver with light wind, so it's not possible to have too much conclusions. But I think the weight in the start for me the wind was super important, and one of the good calls for me was to put the weight inside of the boat. I think so. We need to do it fast if we need, because you can lose a lot if you move too much and you don't put the weight inside. So I think is important point. I think.
Mhm. Okay, super, great, thanks. Valuable feedback. Timo?
Yeah, so while during this winter I was working on some software to analyze the data we have and we got from the other teams, maybe involuntary, really, but it's of course a huge data to analyze. But Przemek, I think like a lot of things you told in the short few sentences before are pretty much spot on. Like I was just looking at the data from it's the last race, and it is the first downwind. So I don't know, let's just say that this is speed over ground VMG and heel. That's pretty important for us. And like when we were sailing right, it was pretty much the same as other teams, or we could be better than other teams in downwinds. But like the last downwind, we were way slower, and the VMG was much worse. So the thing you told, that looking at the speed is really important in conditions like this, that it's pretty clearly visible here that on the last downwind we're pushing to go lower for because we wanted to do that, but it was clearly not paying off. Like on the maps, when we see I don't want to do this analysis here because it's maybe not the best time for it, but it was clearly visible that on the map that we were going lower and slower speed-wise. Let me just see.
I just want to add that this software is made by Timo.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so,
It's custom made.
Nice.
so it's still in the test phase. So we will be testing it in Palma now as well. Do you know, Mateusz, if Ivan will be collecting data or doing the race analysis as well, or
No, I
he's
haven't
busy
heard
with the
from him.
Olympics? Okay. All right. Because it was a nice source of data from other teams, but maybe we can speak with them to like, yeah, share it with them as well. So yeah, we were the blue boats, and like we were losing a lot of speed, and like time-wise, I think during that last downwind, you see, we did the less distance by like 100 meters at least, but speed-wise it was at least 20-30 seconds more than the other teams. So like keeping the speed on downwind is really important for us. I was doing as well the analysis of maneuvers, and like it's not the worst, but we are pretty consistent. This is like how you would see the maneuver from the map. These are tags, these are jibes. So we are pretty consistent with the tags, but sometimes, as you can see, the green one here, for example, just after tagging, we would not bear away enough, and we were ending the maneuver like 20 seconds after the maneuver with 5 knots of speed, and some maneuvers we are ending with 6.7 knots. So still there is a huge area to improve our exit from maneuver with the consistency
Timo,
of turning.
This is from the last race?
Yes, this is from the last race. So you can see, of course, that some teams, for example, Netherlands 67, they are really consistent with all the tags are pretty much the same. Some of them are going much lower than the other after tag, and some of them are, this Monaco team is going always really high after, and they are the highest sailing boat during the race course. So yeah, and with the jibes during last race, we did most jibes from all of the teams. So this is as well maybe not the best way to get to the finish line quickest. And unfortunately as well, at least 2 of them were like crazy jibes to avoid something and to get on the finish line, I think, or something like this. So this is as well, I don't want to overanalyze it now, as we are not fresh from the water, and it will be pretty hard to like think that, okay, at 14:06 our jibe was not the best one, but the one on 14:05 was good one. But yeah, I think that tags are really important to be more consistent on the exit and to accelerate after.
Something on the tax is in that breeze that we had on the last day. We need to get the runner on straight out of the tax. So whether that's getting someone else back to help you with that, Mateus, or if it's a technique thing, I'm not sure. But we can't build speed without the runner.
This is another thing where I think we need to practice. I think we struggle with this a little bit in Palma, but I remember before it was better. So we just have to look at it carefully and put focus on it. But I think Meras will do the good job. We just have to, just focus on that, and maybe also record it, and during the debriefings, show it on the screen and analyze and take out the conclusions. So, Timo, do you have a small GoPro?
Yes, I will have it on Palma.
Yes, please take it with you, and we need it also for the practice and for the regatas. Okay.
Sure.
My question for all of you is, how do you like it? This kind of analyze, and can we introduce this to our debriefings? Especially, I think it was going to be very valuable for Przemek, for Jimmy, and Igor. So, Przemek, you driver, and you both streamers, plus Gmeras, who is also working on the runners. I think this is going to be quite useful, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, sure.
It's great. It was great, actually. No?
Yeah. It depends how the other teams will be happy to share their data with us, but we can talk to 1, 2, maybe 3 teams so they can send it to us. Timo, can you share them?
Yes. I think we can do it that way, that I can give the access to some teams. If they want to share, they will just send me the data, and I will put it in the software, and they will have access to analyze the same data as we can see here. And so, because with the boats, it will be much nicer to compare ourselves to them instead of just looking at our data.
Right. For today, I think this is enough. Just to, I'm so happy that Timo, you did it, and well done. I think we can use it when we're gonna be in Palma as a whole team, and especially when Igor and Gmeras will be with us, so it's gonna be easier. So I think this is enough for today. You okay, Timo?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Anything else you want to add except this?
I think that's it. Yeah.
All right. So from my side, I have 1, 2, 3, 6 things I would like to tell you about my conclusions from Europeans. So first of all, I was happy with our starts. In general, our approach and how we handle the situations with the other boats until the gun, it was pretty good. Also, how we accelerate on the line, I like it. Of course, there was a couple of starts which I don't like, but let's say in general we improve. The challenge was to hold the line. And this is exactly the same what Przemek said a couple of minutes ago, that this is something what we need to improve, and we will improve. We just need to focus on this, and it has to be a teamwork. So I just wanted to say that I was happy with how we approached the start. Of course, I also took the note that, Jimmy, you said that it's going to be important for the whole team that I will communicate a little bit more about how many seconds is to kill, so time to kill. And I think it's going to be better for everyone. So I already put this on the notes. Second conclusion is on the light winds. I also agree with all of you that the body movements, to put the weight down, to have 2 or maybe even 3 people inside the boat, upwind or also downwind, especially on the waves, it's very, very important. I like what Juan said, that we need to be more aggressive Aggressive means not hard, but aggressive. We need to do more on our weight during the light winds. Also strong winds, but light winds, we've seen that it's important. Another thing, the third thing on my list is tacking. I think we also improve tacking, but we need to really focus on how we exit the tack. It depends of the boat speed during the tack, how much we lose, but also what's the waves and what's the situation with the other boats. But the exit is very important to have a right angle to build the speed and then come to the target speed as soon as possible. And I think every day, doesn't matter if it's going to be training or racing, I think we should focus on that. Another thing is communication. I think that my role, upwind and also downwind, I should not interfere with you, how you sail the boat, angles, trimming, and other stuff, but I should be giving you information how we are sailing relative to the other boats. And this is something what I also discussed with some other tacticians, also when I was in Miami, and this is my conclusion, which I would like to try and introduce to our sailing, starting from Palma. Also, I think that's what Przemek said. I should communicate to you what angle we are sailing and what I can anticipate. Are we sailing lift, or is it coming header, or it's quite neutral? I can say this a little bit more, and also I have it on my list.
Yeah.
And the last thing on my list are the downwinds, especially based on the last downwind of the regatta. I think it was not only, my observation is that it was not only that we sail the lower angle than others, but also I remember this was the downwinds and a couple of other downwinds where the boat changed the course quite a lot. So correction, the course was quite often, and it was communication in between Igor and Przemek. I remember we got excited. We were sailing quite well, and and I remember that there was a lot of discussion: up, to down, up, and the boat was sailing like this. I found when I was sailing in Miami now on the Star, when we sailed Przemek on the 5.5, any boat doesn't like steering too much. When you alter the course, when you change the course, every time you move to a rudder, it's a handbrake. So I think our goal should be to stabilize the boat, and of course corrections are important, but it should be very, very soft and fluent. So not only the angle we sailed, but also I think correction of the course could slow us down. This is my conclusion after Europeans.
Okay.
Full stop.
Interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Nice. Anything else after we share all of this? Any thoughts? Anything else to add?
Nothing that's coming to mind at the moment.
I think we are good.
All right. We are good. Super. Great. It was good to talk about this. I will try to summarize this on our WhatsApp group where we discuss maybe during the weekend or the next week. And I will also suggest some priorities we can have for the week of training and racing. So I will share it with you on the WhatsApp group. If you're going to have some comments or some other ideas, please do. All right?
Okay.
Cool. All right. Anything else for today? We're fine.
No.
Let's start
Fine.
the weekend. Huh?
Look forward.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Juan, only if we can ask you to organize the good weather for us, okay?
Okay, I try it.
24, 25 degrees, please.
Yes. And champagne conditions, you
Okay.
know, 10,
Okay,
12
perfect.
knots
No,
would be nice.
no, yes, no worries. I do it.
Cool. All right, guys, I'll stop recording.